Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good. Jumping into some Eliminator drafts today. Gonna be doing a little bit of high score. And yeah, Eliminator is pretty close to filling. I have definitely not as much time to do Eliminator as I thought I would have, which is fine. I mean, we're only a month away from the season. No big deal. Happy to grind these out. Got a lot of slow drafts going right now, but only have a few more Eliminators. So we're gonna knock out a bunch of those today. Going to be multi-tabling, so going to be trying to be locked into the strat, but we'll see. I think I'm going to do 2 sets of 3 at a time, and then I'll do two at a time, and then that'll probably be it. And then maybe I'll throw one more thing at the end. But we'll do 8 eliminators today. We'll see how it goes. Should be a good time, but yeah, we will see how difficult or not difficult it is to triple table. I haven't done that in a minute, so we'll see how that goes. Throw some music on. Well, actually, this is the arena. Actually, it's not really this. It's not really high score. It's actually the arena. So let me just adjust that. I want to make sure that the name of the show is correct, at least. Sheesh. There we go. All right, we're in the arena. We're grinding some Eliminator drafts, trying to make it out of the 50-50s, make it out of the head-to-heads, and make it to the very end, and have a good year in Eliminator. I'll keep track of my advance rates again. Hopefully, I just have a little more of a sweat this year where I can, you know, I did show face at least this year, and hey, I got some teams alive in week 12 or whatever. Be nicer than last year's situation for sure. Yeah, we're gonna jam out. All right, let's rock. Waiting for 7. And then it always autos to this big eliminator, which I don't really like that it does that, but it's okay. Log in. Log in. We gotta get 3, so we gotta get the other 2 getting ready to go as well. Alright. These things are filling pretty quick, so it's not a big deal at all. Classic dog starts eating the bone as soon as the stream starts, just the usual stuff there. But sorry, buddy, not right now. You can play with any of the other toys in here. Just waiting for 2 here. But yeah, I'm looking good on my. I mean, I'd say I guess you could say I'm off pace on BBM, but like having a lot of BBMs to go in the last 3 weeks is really not a problem, or last month, I guess, isn't really a problem. It's more so like, hey, I gotta rip a couple drafts every day or so, and we'll be good. So yeah, we're moving along nicely. Gonna do as many of those on stream as we can. Gonna knock out, like I said, around 8 eliminators today on stream. So you're gonna see a lot of teams being built. Will they be good or not? Hard to say, but I'm gonna stay as locked in as I can here. Make sure I make some decent teams here. Getting the next one going now. That one filled, so let's get another one going. So yeah, I'm 16 away from maxing this contest. They're not all completed because a lot of them are slow still, but yeah, 16 away. So we're moving along nice there. Make sure this is set to eliminator. There's another one. And yeah, just hope that the picks don't line up too much. I'll probably have to do some star method action for sure. Make sure I'm not auto picking a shit team. Well, a shit team in my opinion, at least. Got some of the usual suspects in here that I've been seeing lately. The 108 in the first draft. Let's see what we get. So we got a Monra potentially at 3%. Don't have a lot. It's really hard to like. The problem is I don't get to see my ownership on these other contests because they're all. It's hard to know because I don't have those ones completed yet, and I have a lot of exposure to a lot of different players that have gone up a lot. Like that Gibbs exposure is really high in this, and I've gotten pretty lucky on the Gibbs. I've been getting a lot of Gibbs, which is sick, but no. There you go. When I do the lineups for Spike Week here, it should help. Okay, completed. Perfect. All right, let's go through them now. Beautiful. And we're up on the clock and pick. Let's get a Monra. Like I'm pretty sure like that 3% is probably not too far from accurate. So I'm gonna get exposure to a guy I don't have a lot of on the Eliminator because I do take Genty there more often than not at 8. Trip again. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a little tricky. I don't want to have the running back every time, but more often than not, I do want to get the receiver or running back. Get down, please. Go lay down. Okay, we got the 111 in this one. Some of the same people in there. Definitely some different faces in here. Yeah, I don't care who we get here really. Achan, Hampton, Bowers. I haven't got a lot of. I feel like I haven't clicked AJ Brown in a while. So we're just going to click them because I haven't clicked them in a while. Wish they would do separate rankings, one for slow, one for fast. That would be such a game changer for slow drafting. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. That would be pretty nice because you could really set your queue. Yeah, there's probably just too much going on for that, but you could set your queue in a pretty convenient way. Good to see you as always, my friend. Appreciate you hanging out again. Hope you're doing well today. All right, Eliminator number 3. So as I said at the top, I'm going to be multi-tabling Eliminators here to get some of my entries in. I'm going to have single digits left after, at least to draft, besides the ones that are slow right now. I'll have single digits left on the Eliminator max, and then I'll have a lot of BBMs to go, and those will be, I don't know, at least half of those will be on stream. I have like 70 left, so got a lot of BBMs to do still. So I'm not getting out of it. I said I was going to do a lot of BBMs, said I was going to stream a lot, and I'm not backing down. I'm committing to it, and that's good. I wanted to do that, so I'm glad I'm following through. Got to be at least somewhat accountable for these things. James Cook to start here. Yeah, I want to deliver what I promise. I want to try to keep improving this stuff, and that's what the goals will continue to be. See, that's one thing about the Eliminator I'm like willing to do that I don't think many people are willing to do. Like I'm gonna go running back early more often than not when I can. Let's get Jefferson. Come on, let me get Jefferson. You didn't take him for a reason, so just don't take him now. Beautiful. Let me get Jefferson. Cook all day. I'm willing to go 0 RB. I'm not afraid to do it, and I'm fully aware. Like this is a $10 bullet, man. Like it adds up quick. I definitely understand that. Let's go Devonta Smith. I definitely understand that. Like you shouldn't be like, oh, $10, whatever. Who cares about that? Like I get it, but at the same time, like why not try different things? Same with BBM. I mean, BBM is so top heavy. Like why not try different things? Like it's not saying you should be like silly. Like I'm going to draft 4 quarterbacks in the first 4 rounds of my Eliminator because it's different. Like that's different, but not wise. I'd argue. So that's a little bit of a different story. What's good? AZ Cards. Good to see you. Charles, what's up, man? Good to see you again. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hanging out, grinding Eliminators right now, and trying to not auto pick a bunch of picks. Yeah, just like I'm willing to do it because why not? Really is shit. See, this is the predicament I get into. So, yeah, I'm not going to do 0 RB on this one. I'm just going to take Monty. Or... yeah, I'll take Monty. Or Judkins. Judkins. Whew. All right, I don't have much Judkins. I'm trying to... this would be a decent time to get a little bit of Judkins. So, sure, I'll take some Judkins here. A couple other guys I did write down earlier. I want to make sure I write those down too. Some of these other picks I want to get a little more of, and I'll kind of let you guys in on my plan as well. Look at this. I'm cruising along just fine here. 8 picks away on these. We're good. We're good to go. We'll recap the teams at the end because it'll be kind of tricky otherwise. I will mute so you guys don't hear my keyboard. You just maxed the Eliminator, slow drafting my last 34. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think I got like 50 Eliminator, 50 slows going right now, which isn't that much compared to some people, but it's a lot for me. It's quite a bit. Let's go with Buka. Why not? And maybe Lad next. I'll take Lad. I'd take Garrett Wilson. I'll take whatever's here, honestly. Ooh, McMillan. Let's do McMillan. Or ETN. Ooh, on the clock over here. Shit. CMC. We'll do London here. CMC London. Lad went. We can go Garrett. We can go. Let's go. I think I want to go. Team Tedoroy is kind of fun there. Man, I have a lot of shit going on here. Okay. Gotta make sure I'm paying attention so I don't miss picks. Lamar, JMO, Watson, Parker Washington. This is a Parker Washington ass pick here. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, definitely know my Parker Washington Eliminator's gone up because I've been clicking him a shit ton. Yeah, I just think like, yeah, I'm willing to draft. I don't think I finished my thought completely, but yeah, I'm willing to like draft unique stuff in Eliminator because like, I think one thing the field does that it is not necessarily incorrect, but like, once they see something that worked one year, they just like repeat it. They're like, oh, that worked last year in Eliminator. So everyone do that. Everyone do that. And it's like, it's just groupthink. It's always bad. You know, groupthink's just never a good thing overall. Like we want to have different people or, you know, people having different perspectives on things. And if everyone's just jumping into the same thing, like, oh, this is the only way to play Eliminator. So just do it this way every time. And that's how you win. What if that doesn't work out as well this year because X, Y, and Z, because elite tight end smashes or early running back doesn't pay off? Like it just, there's a lot of things that could be. Let's go Jeremiah Love. A lot of things that could factor in that just could change the whole landscape of this year. And we don't know what it's going to be. I mean, we have no idea what it's going to be until we get there. So we got Drake May, AJ Brown here. Nice. 0 RB is always live. The percentage drafting is always a debate. I do it maybe 20%. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just really, I mean, you could look at the teams that get drafted in Eliminator. You'd be hard pressed to find any that are actually trying to do a 0 RB build. And shit, I mean, let's just say like 10% of all drafts drafted in Eliminator are 0 RB. Like I want to have a few of those for sure. I'm not going to say I want 25% of my portfolio because I know that it's more thin and you're definitely playing a fine line, but you know, if you hit the upside, you hit the upside, and then you can have a team that can smash through the late weeks. Are you team? I wish I took the possible 0 Adibo and Diggs, or 2. I will take the inflated price for certainty. I've been talking about this lately. I think I'm just like, I have a problem with it, and it's probably one of my biggest leaks. It's just like not wanting to take, and I'm not necessarily concerned about them not playing. I just don't take a lot of the free agent guys, and it's not, yeah, just not really concerned about them not playing. I'm more so just like, depending on who the free agent is. Like if it's Kenneth Walker pre-draft, I wasn't worried about him not, being washed or anything like that. Lamar at 59. Price went early, huh? Let's go Lamar. Let's get Lamar there, and then we got to figure out my next pick. Down to just reach for Marvin. I don't really know if I want to take these guys right now. I guess I can go Watson. I'll go Watson or Tyson, I guess. I don't know. We'll do Tyson here. Yeah, I'm about to be up on the clock on all these. Hold on, I'll get to the question in a second. Fully. T. Higgins, Waddle, Waddle. And Tyson, sure, we'll take Tyson here, and then we're over here now. Oh my god, this is crazy now. It's getting crazy. All right. Now you guys get to see. I'm under the gun now. You guys can see if I'm going to make a bunch of mistakes. I got the heat on me now. We'll go Harvey here. Dobbins got not injured, but Dobbins banged up. Maybe that works out. All right. Yeah, I just that's a leak in my game for sure. AZ. I just think I just gravitate towards not drafting them at all, and I probably should be, because just like we do know, like I'm usually aware that like, hey, like these guys get put on a team, they're going to go up through 4 rounds every time. I think that the fact that they both landed on like really good spots wasn't the only outcome possible. They could have went to somewhere that wasn't quite as good of a landing spot, but they both landed in great ones, which definitely was bad for me. But I'm more so just in the camp like these older veteran guys. I just kind of feel like there's typically a reason why they're not getting picked up right away, and sometimes it just means they're good. They don't need to be at camp and stuff, or it just means like, hey, they might be getting closer to washed, and that has definitely been the case. I mean, you look at a guy like Ayuk, I don't know what's up with him, but he might not get. Seems like he's pretty much not getting signed anywhere. We're on the clock. T-Law. This is a great time to take T-Law. Just make it easy for me. Ooh, I want Merritt too. Let's get JCM instead. Tootin at 53. Loveland or Tootin? Tootin's great, but I want Loveland on this team. I feel like he might do more for me. Yeah, so I just think like I think there's a lot of that's one of my bigger leaks. I think it's just like not blindly not picking those players because I really think that's just a myth. Well, yeah, that's where I'm at. I think I should have been taking them more because I knew they were going to go up in ADP, and just like game theory wise, that's a smart play. Kind of my thoughts there, but I still am on the same boat where I don't think that they're going to be major factors in either of them. But I mean, Diggs was fine last year and he moved up a bunch, so I get it for sure. So I err on the side. I mean, we've seen it not work out in the past. Will Fuller, probably Ayuk seems like that's probably one that's not going to work out. Like, and those are colossal busts. Like those are like picks 180, 170, 160, and they're like 150, maybe even earlier, where they're just full on zeros. So there's definitely a negative outcome that can come out from it. Godwin, Kuka, Reed. This is where I'll go. Oh my god, it's kind of gross actually. Corum instead. We'll go Corum. Zero running back in the limit would be 3 or 4 rounds. I don't ever go past it without a running back show. It never goes crazy 0 RP. Yeah, I would. But the way you're saying it is something I do pretty often, or not pretty often, because I usually take the early running back. But I'm more willing to do like the thing you said, the 3-4 rounds without a running back and then get one. Yeah. What's up, TKL? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I will read your question in a second. I'm multi-tabling 3 drafts. So I'm in shambles a little bit here. We'll go Laporta. Want to get more of him. And we're on the clock again. Holy crap. Okay. Harold Fannin. Yeah. And we can get Goff here next after that. Okay, we're on the clock over here too. Jesus. Marvin. Tyson. Whew. Cooking right now. Yeah, the way I kind of agree with you, TKL, but I'm kind of thinking more so in the fact of like, I don't know, if you're drafting a lot of teams like I am, I think like being aware of like CLV values is very like relevant. And I think like, let's just say like I'm neutral on Debo, and I know he's going to go up in price when he gets drafted. Like most likely when he signs, he's going to go up in price. It's probably just a good idea for me to get a little bit of him. Like I'll get like 8% or 10% of him before he gets signed to a team, and then I could just like hands off. Just be, all right, I'm done drafting him. I got my pick 150 Debo, and I got a bunch of it. So whatever. If I end up with 5% at the end of the season, that's fine. I had all my 5% is all good prices of Debo. I think that's just a smarter way to play it. And but if you want to full fade them, you just don't really care if they rise or not, right? So could go either way. I was kind of in the boat where I was willing to take him, but not dying to take him. So I just think I should have took more early, and same with Diggs. And I didn't. So I'm just kind of I'm grabbing a little bit of them, but I'm not going to have much. I'm going to be super overweight, and I'm okay. I'm okay doing that for both of them. Keenan, I will try to get a little bit more. Drake May again. Can I get another Drake May team? I mean, Loveland. Would you rather have Drake May or Caleb just in a vacuum? I'd probably just take Caleb just to have the correlation there. Yeah. 0.5 favors the running backs early in the limb. Somebody at the top, you have to score in 0 RB. Yeah. No, it gets hard, but it's really like, how does the year go? If the year doesn't bode well for early running backs, then that's how 0 RB wins in a big way. If it bodes well for early running backs, then you're pretty clearly like you're fighting an uphill battle. All right, we have Lamar. I'd like no. I mean, structure's not that important. It's more structure's important in Eliminator, more so important in the not the bye week stuff. Stacking is not important, is what I meant to say. Okay, so we have Laporta. We could go a few different routes here. I have time to think about this one. It's nice. I want to go just very simple. We'll take Wandale. We'll take Jefferson. Make it very simple for myself here. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting along pretty well here so far. We'll see if these teams are disasters when I get done with it, though. There could be something bad I'm missing on these. So let's zoom a little bit. Yeah, I think that there's meat on the bone there to like take a stab on some 0 RB. Like you should know, like if you're gonna do a 0 RB team in Eliminator, you're hoping just to get out of it because you're gonna be at a pretty massive disadvantage. But I think if you put that aside, you can feel pretty good about just like, hey, I'm gonna take a shot on this and see if it works on a few teams, and I'm willing to take that out of my 150 shots on goal here. Addison, Wandale, Gainwell. A good team to take like Mahomes. Can't really see anything jumping off the page right now, so I think I'm just gonna grab Mahomes. Pittman. Let's get Michael Wilson. How about that? Why not? On the clock over here. Let's take Kincaid. We have May and Goff, which I think is enough, to be honest with you. Don't really think I need much more than that. Let's just see what kind of running backs we can get after this. Caleb. Bo Nix is on the table for sure. Caleb and Loveland. Laporta. Holmes. I guess we'd prefer Mahomes in this team. And people are really steaming JCM. I'm just trying to get more JCM, and I'm out here struggling just to get more. All right, we're gonna have the big the countdown of like 3 teams at a time here in a second. Let's get dialed in. This one needs a running back or receiver. I'll take Woody, I guess. Fine with Stripling or Cooper. Boston. Boston's good too. Woody Marks here. On the clock over here, take Mahomes. That's simple. Yeah, I like that. So maybe we could grab one more quarterback if we feel like we need to at this one. Chicago, KC. We have a bit here. I did notice I just took Wilson with Love, which I didn't really want to do, but stacking week 14 buys, you're not really going to get mad about that. All right, let's see. We're on the clock over here. These things are cooking along quick. Jacoby Myers on the board. Shakir, Casey Concepcion. I'd absolutely take my guy here. Take the missile. Yeah, let's go with the missile first. And then Shaheed. Or Shakir, or Myers. Shaheed, Shakir, or Myers. I don't know. I don't have a problem with any of these ones, honestly. I will go with Shaheed here. Oh, now we're coming up here on the clock again. See what we can do here. Would be a fine one for. This would be like a good Shakir team. 2 early running backs. Take Shakir. Tough. I'd say Harold. I was going to say Harold Fannin as the same 2 guys there. We go Shakir here. Laporta at 111. Nice price there. I would have loved that. And I want Boston here. Okay, I like what I'm cooking here. I don't mind it at all. And I think like hammering those late risers feels really good in Eliminator. Get the catch up at receiver in that way. Hammer like the Marshawn Lloyds of the world, hammer those. And when I was referring to receivers, I meant like Jacoby Lane. And if you like Cyrus Allen, go Cyrus Allen. I'm not taking much of him, but I might sprinkle him a little bit. Tank Dell, definitely. Pat Bryant. Keenan, I think, is probably looking really nice. I just need to click the button, stop doing it. Like, I'll miss out on the rest of them, but I'm not missing out on Keenan, and then Keenan's gonna be the one that doesn't sign or something. But it seems like most of the sharp money is saying Keenan's gonna go to the Colts, and even like there's a world like something weird goes on with Pierce, and you could still get there if you're a Downs bro or Warren bro or whatever. But yeah, not good for the Downs bags if Keenan goes there, but it is what it is. I think he seems like a good. He's a good fit, and he would definitely move up a lot in price, and I should have some of that. And it seems like the tea leaves are kind of saying he's going to play. It's not like he's posturing to not play right now at this point. Kincaid Keaton here, if we can. Kincaid there. So we're done at tight end on this team. We should start. I think what we should do is really. Ooh, do not have to do this one. Receiver, running back. Schultz, Sampson. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, easy. When in doubt, click Marshawn Lloyd in the Eliminator. Absolutely fine with that. Yeah, when in doubt, pick a riser that you feel like is probably not risen enough. Lane, Lloyd, Dell, probably Keenan Allen. You know, I don't feel good about it, but probably Keenan Allen. Who could we grab it? Is there another guy worth taking? Yeah, are you Kalen Black as well, or you don't? I don't forgot what you said. Who your guys in that ring is? Let's go Schultz here. Checo seems like he's really not in good shape. So this should play week 1, but I mean that's not. You don't want that. You do not want to hear that. I would say. Jonah Coleman's probably a good pick here. Tyjae Spears. There's a lot of guys. It's just like someone just keeps getting injured left and right. They have a running back. His name is Debo. Oh, you're right. They have RB1 still. Jordan James. Okay. What's up? First down. Good to see you again. Jordan James and then Debo as running back 1. We're gonna go Jordan Coleman here. All right. I mean, it's a little bit overwhelming, but it's not that bad. Not that bad. It could be. I could line up the timing worse probably, but okay. So how do we land the plane on this running back room? Because it's pretty atrocious, honestly. Or just, I mean, trying to fill it out is atrocious at this point. That's kind of what I'm more concerned about. Tyjae, Kamara. Jeez Louise. Let's go Bigsby first, I guess. Woof. Yeah, we'll go Bigsby. Hate it. Hate it all. There's no good options left. All right, is Dell available? Yep. Take Dell. Pat Bryant. We start queuing them. Just start queuing the guys here at this point in the draft. Fannin and Kincaid. I do think that's enough, honestly. I don't think I need to jam another tight end there. I think I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to stop at quarterback, too, and just kind of play it a little bit fast and loose with this one and just try to load up our receivers and running backs. Ideally, running back needs some help here. We can get some shots here. This is a good James Conner-ass team. Yep. All right. All right, I like what we do. We'll take one more receiver and then 2 more running backs. It's classic 2-7-7-2 build. Tailback's average in a rookie. It's going to be tough if he has to start. They need to get Conner out. Yeah, I didn't think about that. They're always teams are always weird about trading in division, but yeah, they might do that. That's a sick landing spot. CMC Conner. No shot he gets any work if CMC's healthy, but like that, if he gets that backup role, holy moly. Debo at 177 starting running back. Did Debo go at 177? Dribbling. Well, he did at one point, I guess. So if that's what you meant, then I get what you're saying. Let's get Boston. Yeah, we're gonna Boston here, and then yeah, Lane. Absolutely, just gonna take Lane. Yep. I'm getting major Dell vibes from Lane. I know they're not the same like archetype, but like, that was the mistake I made. Like, you can argue in both ways, but like sometimes it's sharp, sometimes it's not sharp. But like when a guy starts rising from camp hype, and they keep rising and keep rising, just because you don't have them, or just because like I don't know, you take them at one you took about 200, but you're not willing to take about 170. Like, that could be sharp. And be like, hey, well, now I'm off him when other people are on him. Maybe that's sharp. Maybe that's just like, okay, maybe this guy hasn't risen enough. Or he's supposed to be, this guy should be a pick 120 guy, but he's at 170 still. You know, you can really go either way. And then obviously the season goes however it goes. It could go in a completely different direction after that. But I think need a running back bad. Holy moly. We're in the thick of it again. I want Justice Hill on this team. We got JJ, Buka, McMillan, Tyson, Wandale, Shaheed, Laporta, Schultz. We're stopping there. Whew. I'm gonna go and grab. Oh yeah, we're grabbing Lane on this team. Fuck it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was yeah, it's definitely nice. Definitely nice. Yeah, I'm trying whenever I go heavy running back, I'm gonna try to put Keenan Allen on those teams. That's what my commit. And there's a lot of things I want to do, but like that's one of my things I want to commit to is like if I am short on running back or short on receiver, I want to grab Keenan Allen late on whatever team I'm building. And I think it'll be beneficial to me to start doing that before it's too late. Because when he signs, it's over for me. Like I'm not taking him at his new price when he signs. If he signs the Colts and stuff like that, I'm not buying that price. So I better figure it out before that happens. Ray Davis becoming a better and better pick with the unfortunate Ty Johnson stuff. He's not out for good, but we don't really know yet on him. Yeah, we go Singleton first. I'm back in on Singleton because it didn't take much for me to get out on him because I just got a couple like bad reports from him. But like now I'm pretty much I'm back in, right back in because there's some good reports. He's getting some work with Ward, like with the first team, and I'm right back in because he's a really fun pick because with most teams you can't really see an outcome where like this guy can somehow jump to the top of the lineup, and for good reason that's the case because there's not a lot of starting running back spots that are just up for grabs. But in my opinion, like the Tennessee spot would be like one of the only few spots that like a rookie could come in and just steal the job. Like if he's good enough, he could come take the job. But the Washington running back feels wide open. You could argue the Jags potentially, but most other teams like they don't have a question about who their running back one is. But there's a few with those ambiguous spots that could be really good. And for the Jags, obviously super interesting. The Commander is super interesting, and then Tennessee's the least interesting, but the cheapest of the three overall, so makes sense why they're cheap. Camelback would be 25 in October. He did little to most nothing most college. Even the last year he was 24 and Barry got 1 key yards rushing. Yeah, I'm just following the draft capital on him. They've reached for him, and I just kind of like I like going for those guys that they get reached on, and they just seem to get used more. But don't really. It has not been very profitable for the Niners every year because most years they draft a guy and he does nothing, and very much could be the case again this year. So I wouldn't blame you for either. Let's do Justice Hill, and then yeah, it's just a 2-7-7-2 builds. Is that what we're doing here? I guess. I mean, screw it. I mean, you just commit to the tight ends and quarterbacks you have. I guess we just roll it again. Sure. Whatever. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's clearly not a great prospect. He was not predicted to be anywhere near where he got drafted. I'm still into him just because whatever the backup is for San Fran is good. It's good. Good bet. Good bet. 24-year-old against 19-year-olds. Can't scheme rule. Not good. Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like if you look out, I mean, I can't name an example off the top of my head because I'm not deep in the data like that, but I can be pretty confident that like you could look through a lot of examples of like year one producers at running back that are like third, fourth round picks. And just because they didn't dominate in college didn't mean they didn't like produce a valuable fantasy season. Like if they just decide to give the work to Black because they like him, like I'm not saying he would just be bad and they'd play him. I don't think that would be the case. But if there's like, yeah, we like this guy, CMC's hurt, we're gonna throw him in, and then like next thing you know, he's smashing at the price that he's at the very least, since he's super late in drafts. We definitely need. We're just get one more running back, just one more. It's gonna be Singleton. Some Sicko and Keenan Allen probably. Can I go Keenan first? Oh yeah, we need Keenan. Oh, we have 3 picks left. Is it a Shadur Sanders team? Is it a Watson team? Odds are against. Yeah, I mean the odds are against every last round pick though. That's what my counter argument would be. Every late round pick here is pretty much the odds are against them. What's your college? What does that look like? I don't even remember. I'm assuming it was good, right? That's what it should look like, right? Because Brees was a monster. Pivoting while everywhere, taking lane down, I'm still taking Surratt. Look at his sheet. He has produced at a high level everywhere he's played. Pivoting while everyone taking lane down, Tails taking Surratt. Did you have a lot of lane already, or you just are double down, or you're doubling down on Surratt? I have both, so I'm happy to have both. I don't really care who it is. I'm just happy to take both. Right now I'm taking lane. I probably will. Lane's price is going to get out of hand pretty quickly, I bet. So it's probably, I mean, Surratt, the thing about Surratt is he's going to not get drafted. So you don't really have to worry about whether lane's going up or not, because you just be able to take Surratt free will. So you're probably in good shape in that case. That's not bad. I think like if you want to play the Ravens, I just would want to have both of them in some capacity. Like I wouldn't want to have 1% Surratt or 1% lane or 1%. Well, I'm okay having 1% Bateman, to be honest. But yeah, 1% of like I wouldn't want 1% of lane Surratt. I'd want to have more. So I think you're playing it in a good way. What do we need on this team? I can't really like. I guess we. I don't know. I'm gonna take Jeremy. Week 9 buys are always nice because there's like no week 9 buys, so it's always nice to grab those. Yeah, because we had CMC Love, and we just need this on bye weeks. We need to fill the second slot. Receiver seems just fine. I mean, hopefully we get Singleton here. So we could have gone Shadur, I guess, but yeah. Yeah. That's the thing about the late rounds of the fantasy drafts is like there's not a lot of resistance. You can push these guys up quickly. But I think like I don't know, like I think when most of these guys down here are thin bets, I think you just follow the draft capital, follow what the coach speak is. Like those are like your telltale things. And then if you're a prospect bro, or like you watched a lot of college, like you like a guy, like that's your next, I think the next steps. Like those are the 3 like things I think people should be looking at. It's like A, can I get CLV value out of this guy? B, are the coaches talking about this guy a lot? Whatever. 3, draft capital. 4, like not in any particular order. They're all important. And then 4, like, hey, I already like this guy coming out of college because this, and that. Or, my favorite content creators that know a lot about prospects also said the same thing. Like, those are all like the important aspects. And more often than not, you're going to find plenty of holes to poke in them. But once you start stacking those wins, like the lane stuff, where like the coaches can't stop talking about them, that's generally a good thing. Like Pacheco, you know, these players that get a lot of camp height, they don't always pan out. Cyrus Allen's not going to pan out every time, but you know, they keep getting good reports. They keep getting good reports. They keep getting good reports. It eventually kind of works out in their favor as things go on. I'm gonna go Fidel. Fidel's still, I think Fidel's a great pick still. I could go Connor and just say, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go, James Conner? I think I'd prefer Vidal still. Took very little of both that office operation, which I had more Bateman. Actually, I probably should get a few more of him. Bateman seems like he's like the safest pick. I don't think he's like the most high upside pick, but he seems like very clearly the most safe pick of the bunch so far. Separation in the NFL is hard to overcome. Yeah, if you can't separate, that typically is bad. I mean, I think Keon Coleman was one of those guys that couldn't separate, and then kind of translated a little bit to NFL. Many such cases of yeah, not being able to separate in college and then trying to do it in the NFL, generally not great. But you guys know I'm all about strategy. That's what I bring to the table here. Strategy, and then I learn from my own research and others as well to try to like conglomerate a bunch of sharp takes into one. That's what I try to do. I think the one thing I noticed about these teams is I went 2 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks on every team. I don't know why that ended up happening, but that's what happened. Don't know how I feel about that, but let's go over the teams while we're entering more drafts here. Hold on. Oh my God, just doing this location thing again. All right, this team is Drake May, Jared Goff, Judkins, Harvey, JCM, Woody Marks, Marshawn Lloyd, Singleton, Connor. This is pretty close to the 0 RB type team in Eliminator, so it's going to be very hard to get through, but can I beat my group? Can I go 50-50? I think I can a few times and see if I can run hot after that point. Excuse me. Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Parker Washington, Denzel Boston, Tank Dell, Jacoby Lane, and then Harold Fannin, Kincaid for team 1. Team 2 is Lamar, Kyler, James Cook, Corum. Let's get three quarterbacks worth 3 tight ends on this next team. James Cook, Corum, Keaton Mitchell, Jonah Coleman, Sean Tucker, Justice Hill, Singleton, Justin Jefferson, Igbuka, T-Mac, Jordan, Tyson, Wandale Robinson, Shaheed, Lane, Laporta, Schultz. And then the last team is Caleb and Mahomes, CMC, Love, Bigsby, Lloyd, Davis, Fidel, London, Waddle, Tyson, Wilson, Shakir, Boston, Keenan Allen, Jeremy Bernard, and then Kincaid and Loveland as my tight, or Loveland and Kincaid as tight ends. Okay. I'd say I would probably, with the quarterbacks I took, it makes sense why I took 2, but I'd say in a perfect world, I probably would not have gone 2 quarterbacks on all those builds, but that's fine. That's bad. I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it at all. I think I think you should be fully aware of like why people like 3 quarterbacks, because like if one gets hurt, one has a down week, like you have a lot more cover in 3 quarterbacks. But like I don't see a reason. Like I'm more so on the cases like if you could do it in regular BBM, or if you could do it in Best Ball Mania, you could do it in Eliminator. It's just like know the risks you're running. Like yeah, like if you do a 0 RB in Eliminator, like you have a pretty good chance of getting knocked out week 1. If you don't get knocked out week 1, your team is theoretically getting stronger and stronger and stronger every week, because it's more likely for 0 RB position players to hit, stuff like that as the season goes on, injuries. So that's your benefit there. But I just think like you pick 2 quarterbacks, and I don't think you should be doing like I wouldn't do like I would probably do. I wouldn't do anything like if my first quarterback is Malik Willis or Shuck. Baker might be the line. If my first quarterback is one of these two people, I don't want to have them. I want a third quarterback build. If my first quarterback is Purdy and I go get Bo Nix, fine. Murray is kind of scary, but fine. Goff's fine. Like, I totally fine to go to because like all you need is them to stay healthy, which is what you're betting on already. They stay healthy. You could use that other the other quarterback slot to fill like a more important position that might save you in a different week. But it's just objectively like really easy to see how like an extra quarterback can buy you an extra like 30, 20, 40 points throughout the season. And that ultimately feels like this feels safest in Eliminator and makes a lot of sense. But I think like there's plenty of scenarios where you can just stop at two quarterbacks. They're just fine. And you end up having a much better team because you just didn't take an extra quarterback when you didn't need to. And you just end up with like a much stronger all-around team when it's all said and done. Like you end up with the team that is a lot stronger because you have, an extra shot on goal at receiver, an extra shot at tight end, or an extra shot at running back. Always helpful. And it's very helpful in like regular content, like BBM, because of the formatting, but it's super helpful in this as well. Hurt stack, Hurt stack, I'd absolutely start with 2. Goff, Baker. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, if I get 2 pretty early, I'm always stopping at 2. Like, you could talk me into, like, when I get, like, Goff, or, like, if I get Goff and Love, you could talk me into getting a third. Like, I probably will most often than not. But if I'm getting, like, 2 in the top 80, I guess you could put Herbert as the line. Maybe T-Law. 2 in the top 90, I'm pretty much stopping. Like, give me T-Law Hurts, I'll stop. Give me Herbert, Dak, I'll stop. Give me Caleb, Daniels, I'll stop. Any of those combos, I'm just going to stop. It's already spent enough capital. Oh, I need to get another one going. I'm sitting here doing one draft at a time. That's not going to be good for me. All right. Eliminator number 2 incoming. And number 3 on the way. By the way, over here, got Bijan to start this team off. That's a big bird. That's a blue jay. Wow. It's a cool bird. Pretty cool to see, not gonna lie. It's like they're beefing. All right, Bijan on the team. Reese, Rice, Neighbors, Devonta Smith. It's always down to take Brees, honestly. That's maybe I have a problem. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm always down to take Brees there, though. Like, it's not worth getting unique, but like, who's the combo? Is there a better combo to get here? I'm gonna go neighbors here. There's not a lot of time for neighbors to rise, but I'm just like, I don't know, third round neighbors to me feels good. Even if it's early third, I'm happy to take some third round neighbors, especially because I don't have quite enough. BBM probably 70% two quarterback. I will check that for myself. I'm not quite on that high. I'm not sure I'm that high, but I definitely have a good amount of that. Here, real quick. Okay, got that figured out. Oh, I got Bijan again. All right, I didn't see that. Okay. She love when you just auto pick Bijan. Not a bad problem to have. All right, draft number 3 incoming as well. We're gonna have the 102 in 2 of them. Okay, cool. All right, lineups. Ball Mania, here we go. I thought I had a way to check this. I wanted to look. Ah, here we go. $18, $24, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50. 55 about 55% two quarterback. That's actually not bad. That's good. I like, that's where half of my teams being two quarterback. I think I'm a-okay with that. I thought I'd have a lot less than that. 50% elite tight end, 35% elite quarterback, 34% elite receiver, 33% dual running back. It's all over the board. Wonder if any of those count as 2 categories. So we got a 4 running back starting, bro. I'm gonna do a 0 RB team on one of these just for fun. Just for fun. This is the diamond one? Wow, it's got the drip. All right, we got Bijan in this one. All right, AJ Brown, Bijan. Let's go. Pickens is fine. On the clock over here. Let's go Bucky. And actually, let's go T-Mac first. T-Mac, and then I'll take Bucky if I don't have another option. Jeremiah Love, Neighbors. I will once again take third round Neighbors. That's fine with me. Yeah, it's like there's a certain percentage of eliminators that have good Neighbors prices, and I have a couple, but like, I don't know, I'm just not really concerned about it. Like, get Neighbor, like you could build a team with Neighbors now as your first receiver, and he should play week 1. in the third round, that's pretty valuable, I'd say. We got Bucky here. Okay, 1 second here. Getting a call. I want to make sure everything's okay. All right, got a phone call. We're all good. All right. Okay, what did I miss? Just kidding, I was making the picks. All right, let's go. A lot of receivers left, huh? I'd be stoked to get yeah, I'll take Waddle. We get Waddle and McMillan. How about that? That'd be sick. I guess I'll take, if I can't get McMillan, Waddle, I'll take McMillan. I'll take Loveland. I think Loveland should be moving up a bit, to be honest with you. Just with the burden stuff, I feel like he should move up a little bit in price. All right, I'll take Loveland. Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably fine at price, but I think he probably should move up a bit. For sure. Yeah, like, you're just not going to catch me ever drafting, like... Where did you go? Yeah, like, no offense, obviously. I just... For my strategy in the Eliminator, I just will not be touching Javonte at 25. Just won't be. I just think, like, him being a round more expensive in the Eliminator is obscene to me. I don't think, like, I get the fact that the format of the tournament is different. I just don't really understand why like, that means that Javonte should be a round ahead of ADP. That just doesn't, that doesn't compute to me. So I just don't, I'm not taking him. I'm not taking him. I won't do it. I refuse. Damn it. Tyson, I'll take Marv. Just won't do it. That's gonna be that's what the hill I'm gonna die on for the Eliminator is, like, early running backs that are pushed up the board artificially are going to be some of, like, the bite, like, and there's a lot, I mean, a lot of the running backs are pushed up, like, almost every single one is, but a lot of the running backs are Godwin. Let's go Godwin. Ooh, I have Bucky already. do Tyson. Tyson's kind of fun. On the clock over here. Hold on. I see Christopher's in my draft, by the way. I saw that. Vlad and Judkins. Sure, Vlad and Judkins. I don't take a lot of Judkins. Get more Judkins. There you go. Nice. I got to just chill for like 3 minutes here now. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. I think those could potentially be the worst picks. I'm just stuck on that fact, and I don't think I hear a lot of people saying this either. Maybe I'm the dumb one. We'll see. I mean, if I'm the one zinging, I'll take it, even if it's not optimal. Whatever, it could still work out. I think that when nothing has changed other than the format, like the advancement structure of the tournament, which granted is a lot different than Best Ball Mania, I think that the fact that these running backs are pushed up like almost more than a round for a lot of these examples, just out of perceived safety, I think that is incorrect. I don't think that should be the case. I'm already on the clock. I thought I was like, that was way wrong. Oh my god. Oh shit. Caleb. Dak. Caleb and Dak or Caleb and Harvey? What are our thoughts here? I think you go Caleb, Dak. Yeah, I'll go Caleb, Dak there. So Caleb, Dak, Pickens, Loveland. Yeah. And I don't always stack an Eliminator, but I'm okay doing it, but I'm not gonna force it, but I'm always down to do it just to add the extra correlation piece. Because like if Pickens goes for 30, you need to get like 20 from Dak immediately, and that's pretty valuable still. But like if a player falls to me, I don't have a stack partner, I'm still okay doing it. Like if T-Law falls to me, I don't have a Jag, totally fine. But yeah, no, just like if players are going to be artificially priced up for the structure changing, like the advancement structure changing, I think like that is an opportunity for me to take advantage of the receivers in that range. And grab the running backs that aren't really pushed up the board. Like Genti is basically the same ADP. He's moved up a tiny bit. You can make the argument they're same kind of difference, but I think like Javonte going 12 picks ahead of ADP is a little bit different than James Cook going 1 pick ahead of ADP or whatever. I think that's just a little bit different. I'm on the clock. And as I said, T-Law, fantastic. Totally fine. I'm going to go Laporta if I can't get him as well. Yeah. Yeah, Laporta, another guy I want more of. Happy to get him here. All right, let's see what we can get in terms of running backs coming around. Got this whole range of these 3 running backs that are all fine picks. Gamewell, I guess you could put in the mix too. Yeah, we just want to get whatever running backs we can. I doubt Corey Cross-Gamer is going to be there at 95 for me, but we can hope. Rome. Let's go Tyson here. This will be, we'll do my 3 quarterback type build here instead of the 2 I've been doing the last couple of picks. I doubt it. I mean, I should be able to get one of these 3. But yeah, there goes the hot commodity there, unfortunately. Cool with Mason here. I don't want to be stuck. Don't leave me with Rashawn White, dude. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Pittman goes. Let's get Mason here. Take go Wandale here. Okay, so we have a decent start there. Don't mind this team so far. Seems pretty good. Got another Loveland team. I think Loveland could come out of the gate firing off, especially if Burden's going to be out. He could be very, very fun early in the season. This be like a Dart. Oh, Dart already went. And Goff went. Damn. Okay, never mind. Thought I was going to maybe pull off something there, but looks like no, I will not. Take Baker, Bucky, totally fine. Jordan Love late. Always down to take Stroud. Yeah, I love the Stroud Dell stack. I just happy to take that whenever I can in Eliminator. This feels like an underpriced guy with a potentially underpriced quarterback. Just stack them both up and I was gonna say print, but I meant like you profit off both those. If they both hit their value, you're profiting there because you're getting an undervalued quarterback and an undervalued pass option with him. Totally on board with that. Yeah, Baker will be the first option here. All right, we're going along all right here. Baker Mayfield. He's mad. He wants his contract. Bucks didn't want to give it to him. He's about to show out. On the clock over here in this one. Yeah. I mean, never going to complain about Casey Concepcion there. And we got this on the clock over here. Herbert's on the board. Perfect time to take Herbert and toss QJ. Tucker Kraft's there. Lemon's there. I guess I could take a shot on Lemon. I mean, I think you just go. This is just another Laporta team, huh? I mean, or I go Kraft. Kraft's probably fine. We'll do Kraft. Kraft is so fun. Love Tucker Kraft. He's a baller. All right. On the clock. Okay, down to time to get more running backs. There goes one of our picks we wanted. I will take. Just gonna hope White Lancer doesn't snipe me on Keaton Mitchell, so I'm gonna be down bad. I'll take my second tight end and be done. What's up, Paulino? Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. What up? What up? Drafting some eliminators right now on best ball or on Underdog. Best ball eliminators. We're grinding right now. We got 3 more in. We're doing multi-table. We're in 3 right now. We're gonna do 2 after this, and then we'll be done for the day. But we're having a good time so far. And keep winning. Fuck me. This is what I deserve. This is what I deserve for taking Kittle first, thinking I could get away with it. To take Tyrone Tracy, a guy I don't even like taking. Whatever. I guess I could have took a receiver there, but I was too tilted to even think about anything else at that point. That's so annoying. So annoying. Cam Ward falls into my lap, I will consider taking him, I think. Get the 3rd quarterback. Just because it's just helpful to have. Like, you're going to gain points off of that in the long run. Like, let's just say, like, I don't know, you get to week 10 and Dak's hurt. That saves my whole entire Eliminator season right there. Like I said, I won't do it every time, but I feel like if you have enough, if you feel like comfortable enough and you can gain, like right here, I gained a spot at a different position, I can kind of maneuver it around. If I already had 3 tight ends, it's a little bit harder to just throw a pick onto a quarterback there, but hope we get Stroud here. If we can't, I mean, we could do like a damn, like, Keenan Allen type thing late, I guess. Not really what I want to do. I just talked about this a little bit ago. I would do both. Like I'll get them unstacked and like I'll not stack them and just play it naked, and I'm totally fine with that. But I'm very willing to stack, very open to stacking it. So I do both. I personally just stack because I feel like, oh my god, you guys got fully cucked on everything I wanted. I guess I'll take Bryce. Sure. That was crazy. I just got like fully sniped on everything I wanted there. Watch I get sniped on Bryce Young here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like going on my way to not do it, but I'll do it either way. I'll either not stack and I'm fine with it, or I'll stack and be fine with it, because I put it into simple terms, like getting less things right, and I think like on the clock here. Cam Ward first. No, we don't go Cam Ward first. If this guy takes Cam Ward, he can enjoy it. No, I'm not doing it. He's not taking Boston. I'm not worried about it. This guy would never take Boston, right? On the clock over here now. Very simple. Get the Kyler Love, Herbert, easy, and I get Boston back. Nice, cool. So yeah, now I got some 3 quarterback teams. There we go, guys. Got 3 quarterback teams in here. Yeah, no, I think I wanted to do both. I think it's just like I put it in simple terms. Like you get less things right. You have to get less things right when you stack your quarterback. And Eliminator, locking in a 20-pointer and another 20-pointer. That's great for me. Now, if you take a rushing quarterback, like if you're taking Lamar or Willis, you don't have to stack them every time. I think you could make the argument you probably shouldn't always, but like, why the heck would, like, what's wrong with Stafford and Devontae Adams? Like, that's just like, it makes sense. to stack them. I feel like in whatever format if you're gonna play best ball. You can make the argument even then, like Lamar can throw 3 touchdowns in a game, and I'm happy to have Zay with him or Andrews or whatever. Or then when you kind of get a late guy, like if you take him with like Lane or something, it's just like, yeah, whatever, you know. We're not expecting much out of Lane anyways in Eliminator. Like if you're relying on Lane to be a smash in your Eliminator team, you're probably already eliminated in week like 1 or 2 or something. Now, if you're not relying on him, it's just like, hey, whatever Lane gets me is whatever Lane gets me, then I think you can get a lot out of it. Goff on side this year. I just feel like I think I get what you're saying, but I feel like in best ball, like you might as well. I'm not saying you can't take him unstacked. I think it's fine. You can get great points out of him if he falls to you. But if you can stack him, I would rather do that. I'd rather do it. Like I wouldn't like seek it out. Like if I saw Goff on the board and I have no Detroit Lions, I wouldn't be like, oh, I need to take him. I would just be like, he's there. Like I'd rather take Will if I'm going to unstack. If I'm going to go for a quarterback like non-correlated, just go like Malik Willis or something. Because Goff will spread the ball around for sure, but I feel like just like 9 times out of 10, you're getting the higher score from like one of the pieces than Goff. So like Goff goes for 30, you're getting 30 plus from someone, whether that be Gibbs or whatever. And if you just have them correlated, you get both. And those are the big spikes you want, especially in the end of the year weeks. Like you get the Higgins and Chase, you get the Burrow Higgins that goes for 30-30. You know, those are the spikes. Like, okay, at the end of the year, we're like, how many Burrow Higgins teams did you have? Okay, well, that's how good you did. Or how many last year was Derrick Henry, Kyle Pitts type stuff, but it just depends on what it is. What hits? Is it a massive receiver quarterback hit, or is it a massive running back that goes for 4 touchdowns in week 17 or 200 yards, whatever? It just depends what's hitting. But when it's a quarterback receiver, you almost like are narrowing down what you're wanting to like those guys pretty quickly. I take Ray Davis. Hold on. I'm on the clock at 2 drafts. This is great. Go Andrews here. Andrews and Keaton, easy. I'll miss out on Tank Dell, but I don't take him now, but take Ray Davis. On the clock here again. Cool. So I don't think they were talking about running quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure it's just in general. Yeah, no, I've heard that before, and I mean, if the math says whatever the math says, I wouldn't like disagree with it fully, but I just the way my brain sees it, which I mean, I didn't have a good Eliminator year last year, so take that with a grain of salt. This was like out of all I did fine and beat best ball or the playoff contest, did incredible in Battle Royale, and then did like the worst in Eliminator I've ever done. So. Maybe I'm just the idiot, but in my head, it makes sense to like just stack them. And I don't think you should like, it's just, I think the bye week thing is one of the biggest things. Just don't overload a certain bye week, because then you're just leaving yourself super thin. Unless that bye week is like week 11, 13, 14, you don't really care either way. At that point, you're just happy to be there and make your 10x or whatever you get, or 15x, 20x. So that's the way I kind of perceive it. But I think that you could really make an argument for either. it makes sense because if you're thinking like in a cash game perspective of what kind of eliminator is like the closest to, you don't need to stack. Like it's actually bad, really bad to stack. And I just think that I don't know if I would. That's probably the biggest thing is like I don't. I'm gonna write this down too. So, I mean, obviously, the few things you need in an eliminator to like have a good eliminator team, you need to get lucky with some pods sometimes. You need to build a super good all-around team that can potentially even get stronger as the season gets farther because you're going to have to beat better teams. And then you're kind of hoping you don't like run into a juggernaut that drops 170 on you. That shit will happen. Like you'll have really good teams that get nuked, but you also have teams that get through because the team you play against stinked. It'll go both ways. Everyone will experience it. We all know this from pod luck, but I think building a really balanced team that can score just consistently well. But like, I just think like the thought of that, like maybe the roster you build is kind of like a cash gamey build, but like the tournament does not feel anything like a cash build, a cash game type of contest because there's no cash games where you have to advance. Like, yeah, you have to get in the top 50% against one person. So it's like a head-to-head, but you have to play a head-to-head after 1 week, after another week, after another week. And then by week 7, like, or by week 8 or 9 or whatever, half the field isn't gone. It's like, I don't know, like 85% of the field is dead already. Like not playing, like they don't have a team left. Or they lost 85% of the field that starts the tournament is gone already at that point, and that's insane. That's like unheralded of like what the way that content is way this contest is formatted. I'm on the clock. Shit. Lane's totally. I'm not gonna complain about Jacoby Lane. Crazy. Take Singleton as well. Cool. On the clock over here, Travis Hunter. I see Travis Hunter, I click. Yeah, that's fine. I don't see anything else jumping off. We can go Jaden Blue on this one. Yeah. Oh, that Travis Hunter, Jaden Blue, cool. Singleton here. We're making it work. And then we have a reprieve of we're gonna have 2 teams to draft next draft. So that's gonna be just a walk in the park now. That just the experience of these drafts just iron sharpening iron in here. But yeah, I don't know. I think the eliminator to me feels not like it doesn't feel like a cash game to me. Like I get the comparisons and why people would think that, but I think that's like I think that's a misconception overall. So we just look at these. I mean, these teams that won. Obviously, it's a different year, so you can't take it all. Can't take it all, like everything. You need to be thinking about how things went and how last year went and how you can analyze that to this year. But like you can still extrapolate something from these lineups. So one of these teams started running back. That's like pretty much traditional what people think is the right way to play it. This team started Puka, A-Chain, Puka A-Chain, and then probably went, where did he go next? He probably went to, I'm guessing Puka A-Chain Cook, and then JSN, so like very even double stack. 2 running backs, 2 receivers. But like one of these teams had Mahomes, Knicks, and that would be considered like, oh, that's way too risky for a cash game. Like that's terrifying. But like, no, that worked out just fine. He made it to the end. He made it to the finals. He took Taj Brooks and Jarquez Hunter, 2 slappy picks. Didn't matter. He still made it to the end. Smash Rico Dowdle. JT CMC, smash. Kyle Williams, basically a 0. He had like, I think he had 1 couple touchdown week. Jalen McMillan, basically a 0 until like super late in the year. Like, Evan Ingram, basically a 0. Like, you could make mistakes. You don't have to be like, okay, I don't want to make a mistake, so I'm going to take the safest player I can find on the board. Like, you don't have to do that every time, because you can make mistakes and still make a team to the finals and this stuff. That proves it very clearly there. This guy had Russell Wilson, or the winner. I got to put respect on Purple Yosh. Purple Yosh had Scatabo get hurt. He had Russ not really play at all. But he also had smashes like Michael Wilson. He also had Jalen McMillan on the team. Fannin smashed. Like, just there's mistakes you can make, so you just be like, and then within those mistakes, you find the Michael Wilsons of the world and the Harold Fannins of the world. So like, hey, like I have room to make those dumb picks like that don't work out, and some will. Like, oh, Singleton, yeah, that's my miss on this Eliminator team that could still work out. Or Singleton's this massive league winner that ends up really helping this team propel even farther. What happens? I don't know. None of us know. None of us will know until the season's over or the season's underway, or mid-season. We won't really know how these eliminators are looking, and you definitely won't know what the best picks on the board are until late. Like, you're not gonna know week 1 what the best picks on the board are. You're gonna know like week 10. Like, okay, you know what? Keith Mitchell, good pick, or Javante, good pick, or Pickens, smash. Whatever, you'll find out. You'll find out. That's when you'll find out. We need another running back. Ray Davis is great. Pat Bryant is great. Bateman is good. I rarely do Bateman. Let's do Bateman on this one. There's my plain Jane pick for the day. Shit. Fuck. Whatever. Tua's actually not the worst pick there. That's fine. Whatever. Oh, I took a 4th quarterback. Oh well. We'll go Bateman here. God dang it. That's my mistake I made. That's the EV I gave back. Right there. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm gonna take the Color Bear. Oh my god, he went. Once again, I'm in shambles. I'll take Caleb Douglas here. Yeah, fine, sure. God dang it. I got auto-drafted 2-0 with Dak and Caleb, bro. Oh, that's tragic. I mean, despite that, I feel fine. I think receiver would have been the pick, but I got fully boxed out. I should have just clicked like Horton or something. Oh well. Hey, that's the price you pay. That's the price you pay. You're doing 3 teams you're doing 3 drafts at a time. You're gonna make a mistake. There's the mistake. There's the EV given back to the community right there. I don't think anyone had Parker Washington on any of those teams. They did not. No Parker Washingtons in there. Damn it. God, that's so annoying. I should have had something cute. That was a rookie mistake. That's all right. At least I have Bijan, Who knows? We'll monitor this team. I'm sure this team's going to be a disaster, but it feels fine. Honestly, this team kind of sucks now that I think about it. Because, yeah, my running backs suck. I think I need another running back. That should have been James Conner all day. Should have been James Conner. Can I swap? Tua? Can I late swap him? Oh well. I gave the EV back. Let's recap these teams real quick. We got T-Law, Baker, Bryce Young. I think Parker Washington was sub. I don't know the actual number, but he was very low owned last year in contest. Lawrence, Baker, Bryce Young, Bijan, Brees, Bucky, Ray Davis, Singleton, Neighbors, McMillan, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jordan Tyson, Casey Concepcion, Trey Tucker, Keenan Allen, Caleb Douglas, and Laporta and Helm. Sweet. And then next team we had, God, this team stinks. Caleb, Dak, Ward, Tua, Bijan, Mason, Tracy, Lloyd, Singleton, Pickens, Neighbors, Waddle, Wandale, Boston, Tankdale, Lane, Loveland, and Kittle. We'll see what happens with this team, but this does not feel great. Not feel great. I got my, yeah, I need this one needs Lloyd to start, I think. Yeah, like Ward was a luxury pick, and the fact that I ended up with a fourth quarterback makes me sick to my stomach that I accidentally did that. It is what it is. That was for the content. That was all for the content. All right, 2 more teams, and we'll get out of here. I'm gonna, yeah. So I'm just now after that mistake, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely doing 2 now. I'm ending with 2. That just pissed me off so much. Oh, I was mad. Lord, I am dicking around too much right now. All right. Yeah. That feels a lot better than the other team. This is fine. And I'm cool with Caleb Douglas here as my last pick too. Cool. All right, not my favorite teams, but not the worst. Let's get a Kohler Bear team as well. All right, so here's the team that I just finished drafting. We got Caleb or Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray, Jordan Love, Kenneth Walker, Quinshon Judkins, Keaton Mitchell, Jaden Blue, Ray Davis, Singleton, Jefferson, Ladd, Rome, Tyson, Travis Hunter, Bateman, Caleb Douglas, Tucker Kraft, Mark Andrews. So I guess you could argue maybe a third tight end there, but it's probably fine. I mean, Eliminator, that's fine. I'm fine punting tight end Eliminator if I have to. On the clock over here, let's get Puka. All right. Now I could stay dialed in for 2. 2 is nothing. I can do 2. I mean, I hope at least. Let's look at my slow drafts, make sure I'm not gonna auto anything on there. All right, 2 is like perfect for a very chill recording. 3 is fun, but you're walking a tight rope there to get it to work, to go well for you. Change team drafted a limb. Let me see what you did. My team stunk. Well, not in that. Actually, my team in that room was pretty okay, but I drafted 3 teams, and one of them was like a C, like a D minus probably, and then the rest of them were like B's probably. So I took 4 quarterbacks on a team I arguably could have just took 2, so that was sick. It's all right though. Shit happens. Let's see. Which one were you in? The third. You were in the. Which one were you in? Did it not finish yet? The hell are you? Maybe they're not updated yet because I feel like it should be there. Not terrible, just weird. I'll take a look at your team in a second. I got the 107 and the 105. All right. I'll be on the board on the clock here. Puka, and I don't get A-Chain. What do you know? We'll go with. Yeah, I'm not backing down on Javante. Sorry, Javante smashes. I have to be sitting here holding the bag, I guess. Let's go Puka Nico. All right, this is gotta be it, right? Here we go. There you are. Goff, Darnold, Mendoza. I'll pull you up on the big screen here. Goff, Mendoza, Darnold, Hampton, Etienne, Scatabo, Coleman, Lloyd. Yeah, I like that. Running back room's great. Lamb, Watson, Tate, Godwin, QJ, Addison, Branch. That's a good team. It's great. Finding tight end. Obviously, you're gonna be weak at tight end, but like that's what you set out to do. You're fine with that. And running back, receiver, quarterback feels. Yeah, I mean, you could say quarterback's probably weak, but Goff, Darnold, feel no bench risk there, and then Mendoza, if you can get there before you're eliminated, he could really provide you some juice there in the end. I like Christopher. I like it. I'm not just saying it. I like that team. I like that team a lot. JSN, Slam. Nico, Rice, Kyron, McBride. I have like no McBride apparently, so I'm pretty sure I don't have much McBride in my current slow draft. So let's do it. Can we do a 0 RB team? It's really hard to do. It's really hard to do a 0 RB team if you don't have like Chase Puka or Chaser Puka, really, because like typically when you usually when you draft in this range, you end up with these one of these running backs falling to you, and it's really hard to pass them up. But maybe I'll have one. Maybe I'll be fine. These will be the last two drafts of the stream, by the way, and I plan to be back tomorrow. So I might be moving those around a little bit because I'm just depending on what my schedule is this week. But the streams you see on my channel will be happening, and I might move them back or up an hour, or might move them to the next day or something. Just keep an eye on that. Yeah, see, this is the problem I run into is you sit here and you're staring at these running backs, and it's like you could definitely pass up if you want to get a little different. You could definitely pass it up, but it's really hard to do that, and I'm not really interested in doing that. I'll take whoever's there, Chase or A-Chain. I'm happy with. I need tea like water here. No pun intended. Damn it. Oh, I guess T-Mac is just as fine. T-Mac's just as good there. Maybe I will do a 0 RB team and go really like go 0 RB with like 4 quarterbacks or something freaky. Could do something like that as the little treat for the team I just destroyed a minute ago. I mean, watch, that'll end up being my best team somehow. That team's not making it past like week 5, bro. It's just doesn't have enough. Running backs don't have enough floor. Receivers are okay. Quarterbacks are obviously great. Tight end's fine. Tight end, quarterback, great. Running back, receiver, not great. That's not a good recipe for Eliminator team. That's not really what you're looking for. Priest or Love. I mean, Priest, Love, Pickens, Nico. Give me any of this, any of these guys up here. I would give me one of the top 6 people on this board, and I'd be happy. 5. All right, let's see. We're about to be on the clock again at the 5th round. Bucky Irving staring right at me. If Bucky's there, I'm going to grab him for sure. Adams with, not doing that. Burden, Evans, McLaurin, DJ Moore. Man. Whew. Why take DJ Moore when you could take Parker Washington, right? Screw it. I mean, I guess. I'm not happy about it. I got Rice at 31. No. I just not. Nope. Nope. Not taking Rice there. I don't care. Like Rice, is like, oh, sweet. I got Rice in like the 3rd, 4th round. Like, I just don't even care. Like I'm at peace with whatever happens with Rashee Rice at this point. I'm about to start taking Cyrus Allen, man. I think I'm. I don't know. I don't feel good about it. Like, he's still pretty banged up. There's a lot of variables with him. Godwin's been looking good. Yeah, I've seen a lot of good Godwin stuff. I'm just like, I don't know. I think I'm. I want to buy into the Baker narrative of just like, screw you guys. You guys aren't gonna pay me. You'll find out. You're about to find out after the season. I don't know. The Baker's the type of guy that I kind of want to jump on that, and I like the Bucks already, so it's kind of a fun narrative to follow. So I kind of want to just buy into that. Baker's like, F you guys. Now you guys got to pay me double what you're gonna pay me, because I'm about to light the world on fire. That sounds pretty fun. This guy's gonna take freaking Olave, so it's gonna ruin all my fun. I'll take Lad though as a consolation prize though. Let me get Olave. Come on, one time, 4th round Olave. Come on. Oh, baby. I got it. Wow. That's fun. Daniels, Tyson, Metcalf. Metcalf's cool, I guess. Godwin. There you go. There's Godwin. We go Metcalf and Godwin, and we stop. Thoughts? 0 RB. Here we go. Can we land the plane? It's about to happen. If I get Godwin here, I guess I can take Jaden Reed if I don't get Godwin. If I don't get, if I get Godwin here, it's 0 RB is engaged. I've saw Baker. Yeah, I think I'm. It's like really. It's probably like. It's pretty. It's not a good take. Like, it's not like a sharp take at all for me to be like, yeah, I want Baker because he didn't get a contract, and he's gonna prove it to the Bucks. But it is a really fun narrative. So, I mean, we're human, man. I mean, I'm not like a robot that's collecting EV, which I mean, I do like want to win. I want to win. Obviously, that's what this whole channel is about: trying to learn new strategies, try new things, and hopefully find ways to win. And we've thankfully accomplished that in some contests as well. But like, it's supposed to be fun, you know. We're playing. you at least got to have some fun. I mean, you can either think of it as two things. Like you'd be like, okay, this is like a mechanism for money, and I'm going to play this only by the book. I'm going to play this only for EV, and that's all. Like, but I'm just playing. I'm playing because I think I'm decent at the stuff, and I think that it's fun. That's all I really need to know. So I'm happy. I'm happy with those being my reasons. Sure, could I probably extract more value out of this if I would? I mean, there's other things you could do to extract more value, I bet. And there's more plus EV things to do than playing best ball, that's for sure. Like, it's just like a lotto. A lot of these things are like lottos. I think there's more. Got one. Yeah. There's definitely more skill depending on what game you're playing, what format you're in. There's like some more kind of like game theory and skill that comes into play. JMO, Parker Washington. I would like JMO. Yeah, JMO's cool. It's my highest own, 35%. That's sick. Yeah, I'd like to say I'm probably underweight, which I don't want to be underweight to Baker. I won't let myself do that. I got 7%, so I'm like pretty much exactly with the field. Let me check the Eliminator real quick in pre-draft. I have Baker. I have 8% Baker. I must have drafted him a lot in like small contests on pre-draft, and then Eliminator I have how much? 10%. So I'm probably slightly above the field on Baker. That's not enough. We need more Baker. Ultimately, I think you should, if you play a lot of volume like I do and a lot of others do, you should probably take it seriously. But I think like if you're not having fun with it, then like what's like, you know, you can still have fun with it and try to win. Like it's nothing. You could still like you having fun with it isn't like punting your money off. In some cases you could be, but like you can have fun and still profit and still have a good year, or still get lucky and have a great year, however you want to describe it. But like I think some element of fantasy football should be fun for everyone. I think people can agree on that. That's like the whole freaking point of it. That's why I like it so much. It's so fun. It's enjoyable. You get to banter with your friends, joke around with people. It's great. It's a great game. Very fun. Very easy for people to get into it. Very easy to keep in touch with some of your friends. You don't get to spend time with as much. Like it's all cool stuff. I'll take DJ Moore at 66 if he's available. If not, just take another Marv share, I guess. Or I go Hertz. I have to get Hertz at 80 for him to fall. DJ Moore went. If I take Hertz now, no, I don't. No, I'm gonna take Marv and then just whatever. Like I'll just take like whatever quarterback's available of this top section here. All right, this is the team I'm really interested in seeing how I do. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting more of them. I'm gonna get my. I mean, I got quite a few BBMs still if I get a lot of Baker. If I go out of my way to draft him and Godwin and Igbuka. And the thing about it, Baker's fun is you can backstack them too. Otten and McMillan and Hurst, and you throw Sean Tucker in there, and whatever. There's a lot of options. All right, so quarterback wise, we want to go Baker, Rodgers, easy two there. We go McMillan. Yeah, we have like the world is our oyster back here. Every quarterback we have is still available other than Josh Allen stack wise. So I think jam. Come on, let me do it. Gainwell's good too, but I'd rather take a different player here. Don't do it to me, Kyle G, my boy. Yes. Like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, you could be scared of having both of them, but like, I'm so happy to have both. Damn, that's sick, dude. JCM being number one. I need to get my JCM up now. I need to get it up now. Didn't mean to say it that way, but yeah, I need to get my JCM exposure up now. That's why I usually get them a lot. You're taking about, yeah, you take a lot of McMillans. That makes sense. Well, you have a lot of Baker too. It's kind of like smooth. You like McMillan, you like Baker. It all kind of lines up for you. Should we do another golf? Should we do another Baker team here? You could do like a, I mean, like I would do like a Gainwell Baker on type of deal maybe. Highest one at 77. And that would have been a sick. Get the Shuck double like super cheap. I mean, this is an Eliminator, so it's not quite as fun, but still pretty cool. I would take Burrow, but I want to take Dak because I just want to dodge the week 6 like landmines. I already have like Achane and JMO at week 6. So like if I'm gonna lose my running back one of my good receivers, and my quarterback, I'd be dead on arrival at week 10 and week 6, and I don't want to. I want to avoid that. So, and there's a couple stacking options I can get late with with Dak, Mr. Prescott. All right, Baker coming up here, Stafford coming up here. A couple options that we want. And then we have very easy options late to just like stack whatever we want. Rodgers, we can get Stroud, we can get Bryce Young. If we want, we can get Stafford and Baker here, but I think the wisest thing to do would be, well, I mean, it might just shit. I mean, when you're staring down the barrel of your third week 7 running back, and that's like your only option you have, it's not that fun, but you know, I'm going to have 7 running backs on this team. The other 7 will not be week 7 buys. The other 4 will not be week 7 buys. So I'll have 4 running backs, not week 7 buy. Maybe that'll be fine. I don't know, but we'll see. We want a Baker. Let's lock in Baker first, and we'll figure out the rest after that. Could do Tracy. I don't like it very much, though. Do not like it. McBride Kittle, another just full juice team. Yeah, I mean, C-Rod's kind of just a jam. If C-Rod's available, I have to take him. Tracy, I really don't even feel great about him. But I guess, I mean, Scatabo is Scatabo could get hurt doing anything, dude. So I guess it's not that crazy just to go with Tracy if I don't get him. But yeah, I mean, it's the smart play. I should take it. Kittle's just a bait. Like, Kittle definitely not necessary on this team. JCM win. That would have been nice. Manungai, Mason, Manungai. Let's go Manungai first. Yeah. I kind of treat Manungai as Corum, hoping that ends up being the same way the team treats them. But yeah, Manungai, Corum, Manungai Swift, and Corum and Kyron have very similar vibes, and I like Corum a lot, so I definitely want to be in on Manungai. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I mean, sue me if you think this is stupid. It probably is, but we're going 0 RB, so we have to do something crazy, and we need 4 running backs to fill the spots the rest of the way, and we can't take Keaton Mitchell. That's the only thing that stinks. We're gonna figure it out, though. Don't you worry. We are going to figure this out together. Look at all these running back options we got. We got so many options. We're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be just fine. So we got the teams now that we have a little bit more time. First eliminator, we got Dak, Achane, Manungai, JSN, Devonta Smith, Olave, Jameson Williams, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Quickly becoming one of my favorite picks on the board. We have other team. We have a 0 RB team, so avert your eyes if you're afraid of 0 RB in the eliminator. Baker, JCM, Rashad White, Chris Rodriguez, Puka, Nico, T-Mac, DJ Moore, DK Metcalf, Chris Godwin, Trey McBride. Yes, I have 3 Week 7 buys at running back. We'll figure it out. And at worst case scenario, this team makes us to Week 7. We make it to Week 7, we lose, and we get our money back. That would be, with the team I'm building right now, that would be a win if I get this team to Week 7. Let alone through that. I mean, if this team makes it through Week 7, this thing's win at all. Did the Bucks lose an O-line recently? I don't believe so. I know like there's Vita Veas and like trade talks. Hopefully they don't get rid of him. We could definitely use his services there, but I don't think he's on the. I don't think anyone's leaving as far as I know, but I could be wrong. Do Goff here. Wow, Stroud went too. Damn. Okay, well, pretty much in jail. So I'm gonna just take my quarterbacks now before I get locked out of quarterback. Get Bryce Young, and we'll get Rodgers and call it. Because the last thing I want is to get locked out of quarterback here, and getting Brissett actually kind of feels like getting locked out of quarterback. So I'm gonna not let that happen. If Rodgers gets sniped, I get sniped. I'll take Ward, take Daniel Jones. It's fine. I want Rodgers. Bucks offensive line health. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything from what I know, but I totally could have missed something. But I'm from what I saw is like Vita Vea, which is not an O-line, it's not a D-line. Could they're trying to work a contract out with him and could get traded, and hopefully he doesn't get traded. He's very good. So running backs would be at a premium here. Happy to take more C-Rod. Just feels like the more Tootin I get, the more I want to take more C-Rod. And the answer, realistically, the Quinn Allen could definitely throw a wrench into things, but I'm not going to waste my time being concerned with that right now. There's a lot of other things to be worried about right now than to be worried about the Quinn Allen right now. And the Jags are a good opportunity, and I'm going to try to play it through both Tootin and C-Rod, just because C-Rod's so cheap. Some situations I could be talked into playing both sides, but not every situation. Like Rashad White, or the Commanders running backs, Jags running backs, Tennessee running backs. I could play all sides of those and still, like, you could be overweight on all 3 of those guys in every backfield and still be like, that could be a very smart decision for you, because, like, let's just say in 2 of the backfields 2 out of 3 hit, and then the other backfield 1 out of 3 hit. Like, that's great. Like, you probably have a better hit rate than a lot of other options in those scenarios. Baker would be somewhat interesting too. Could take Darnold as well. Let's go C-Rod, and I kind of want to take Darnold next. Yeah, like the Darnold JSN stack up. Shuck too. Yeah, Shuck actually might be better. Shuck Olave. Then we can just load up on tight end late. Yeah. All right. I like it. I have 2 hours to make my slow draft picks. I should be fine. Or like I'm like 7th round on most of my slow drafts, so we're moving along slowly but surely. All right, this is my 0 RB team. So we need running backs, and we need all of them to fall to me. We need every running back to fall to me. And then I'll just take like fuck it, I'll take Kohler in this one. Who cares? We're not touching anything but running backs until my last pick, and it's going to be a tight end, and I'm just going to pick someone. I'll take freaking my Mayor if I have to. I don't really care. Just Mayor. Yeah, Mayor McBride. I kind of fuck with that. All right, I need to write that down too. Mayor McBride. McBride Mayor team is kind of is degenerate, but you see the vision in Eliminator too. Like you get the week 14, week 13. McBride lasts you to week 14, and then you know never know what happens then. That could be fun. Let's go. I think Lloyd is like priority number 1, so let's get Lloyd on this team first, and then I'm down to get Coleman, Bigsby, Blue. Just want to make sure I lock in someone that feels realistically live to have a week 1 role. Lloyd feels like one first, and Bigsby does not strike me as that guy to me. Week 1 at least, and I need to work on that. Getting those early rolls. And yeah, I'll take Shuck. Yep. Shuck, and then I'm happy to take a Dallas piece if something falls, but I don't need to. B-Rob goes. Just cruised the 2 hours today. That was easy. Too easy. Good stream. Bigsby goes, Tesla goes. Travis Hunter, Jonah Coleman. We just got some potential opportunity for him if Dobbins misses week 1 somehow. That could happen, could not. Unlikely, but you know, just kind of stacking these opportunities that could come definitely feels good. We got another Kolar team potentially here. Is he just the best eliminator pick on the board? Just a guy that's going to run, gets you like 5 points, 4 points a week. I don't know. I'm starting to like feel the potential that he's just like the tight end 1 on the Chargers is feeling like and just thinking the fact that he's going to basically be like sub 10% is like terrifying to me. In a good way, because I can easily get my ownership up on him, but also like, did we really just fall for Charlie Kolar? I don't know. It could go either way, which is kind of fun. All these things go either way. You can make a case for a lot of people and against a lot of people. Just some have more. People like Kolar have like a lot of things that could be used against them. So it's interesting. It's certainly interesting. So do likely first. Shit. Yeah, I should have took Keaton. I would have had Keaton here for sure. It's fine. I needed a tight end too, so not the end of the world. Alright, so Jane Blue gets sniped from us. Sad. Sean Tucker's there. Justice Hill's there. Yeah, Singleton, Connor, and Kolar probably is what we're doing here. Or Mayor. Not like that. I want to do Mayor though. It's kind of fun. I'm asking myself this question, which is like the sickest question I've ever thought of in my life. Like, who has more upside, Mayor or Kolar? And like, I think thinking realistically about it, Mayor should have more upside because like, okay, this is like Bauer's insurance. If Bowers goes down, Mayor is an absolute nuke, top 8 tight end in the league. But like Kolar as the tight end 1 for the Chargers, if that's what ends up happening, that does feel pretty enticing as well. In a receiving room that has plenty of talent, but like it's not like world beaters or anything. You're not like, oh my god, they have the best tight end room or the best like receiving core in the league. No, you would not say that by any stretch of the imagination. Let's go Boston. Yeah, just go Boston and be done it. Receiver there. We're gonna have Singleton on every single one of these teams today. It's looking like it might be possible there. Now we got 3 tight ends with Kolar on this one. Kolar may. Oh no! Oh my god! I got sniped on Connor. Nah, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Just keep buying my guy, I guess. That is insane. I just got sniped on James Conner. Wow. All right, well, we're playing a risky game. Week 7. Week 7. Can we get anything from these guys week 7? Yeah, and the answer could be Njoku too. If Njoku's the tight end 1, then maybe the Kolar stuff's just dumb as well. And Njoku's just like the clear, like, hey, let me just get Njoku for free, right? You think they're both bad picks? That's what my instinct is, but like I don't know, like I'm not gonna act like the dudes at Legendary Upside aren't smarter. They're smarter than me. They are definitively smarter than me, and I will admit that no matter what. If it doesn't work out, I'll still admit that. You know, that's not really how it works. They're just smarter than me. Does that mean it's going to work? No, it doesn't mean it's going to work. It could definitely work. It could work in a big way. It could not work at all. We don't really know, but it's interesting for sure. That's the thing about best ball. Like you could feel dumb in so many ways. You'd be like, "Oh my god, it was so obvious that this was going to happen," or like, that's just how it always feels. And there's really no way to like parse through it unless you make content like this. And that's why I really like making content, so I can like come back and be like, okay, what was I saying about the situation? Was I thinking of both sides, or was I just thinking blindly that none of these things could happen? Or, you know, was I thinking objectively about it or not? And sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. It's definitely interesting. I like Lloyd's situation is better just for potential early opportunity. I can still get blue coming back, so yeah, I don't know. If the problem is like if Gadsden was getting better reports from camp, like if Gadsden's like, yeah, Gadsden's still one of our guys, we like him a lot. He's working with the run 1 still. The fact it's like working with the 3s is just like I'm starting to feel like this dude's just straight up a 0. And if they're like, yeah, Kolar, we brought Kolar in for a reason. Maybe Kolar's just the blocker, and then Njoku's gonna eat on the inside, just like taking all of the targets for across the middle or whatever slot kind of targets in the middle of the field. But I don't know. I like Gadsden still. I liked Njoku early. I'm starting to get onto Kolar. Maybe the real answer is I just need to draft on DraftKings and draft more on DraftKings and just take a bunch of Kolar, because it's really hard to take him in this 18 rounders. They're just human. They could be terribly wrong by anything. They fall to their mistakes. Yeah, I mean, I think that's, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that they made a mistake already, but like, could be. They could have made a mistake on a lot of things, and I could have made mistakes on a lot of things. So I you know, who knows? But yeah, that's how you. In my opinion, that's how people should use tools. And something like the sidekick, I mean, it's really all built in, so you don't necessarily need to be weighing too much of your own mindsets. But like with rankings, like ETR rankings, like I think filtering in your own takes while also listening to like the sharp guys over there, I think is really well. Like if you like, I don't agree with Cooper Kupp, but I agree with them on this, and that. I think that's the optimal way to use it, because you're kind of, unless you don't have takes, unless you're just like, yeah, I'm just kind of using this stuff because I want to learn from these people, then that's fine too. But it's fun to have takes. We all have takes. We all have our own takes. That's why we're playing fantasy football. That's why we play fantasy football with our friends. That's why we play best ball. That's why we play DFS. That's why we do all this stuff. Is because we have takes and we want to get them out there and get a little bit of a potential payoff if those takes end up working out for you. So that's what it's all about. So I totally get it. Totally get it. If you don't agree with something, that's your opportunity to be like, yeah, this is my opportunity to say, no, I'm not taking Cooper Kupp. People are going to take Cooper Kupp. I'm not doing it. People are going to take this player at pick 70. Not going to do it. This player at pick 200. Not going to do it. Like that's the right way to do it. Like I would never want to. The last thing I try not to do is like habituate to something I really know deep down I don't believe in. What I've started to get better at is being willing to like, yeah, like I don't really believe in this, but I'm starting to like realize what could go wrong and why I should be more willing to kind of like look at the other side of things. And that's what I'm trying to get better at right now as a player, as a DFS player, as just a person that's trying to learn and become more intelligent. Those are all things that I need to work on. So we're taking Kolar on this team. It's going to be my first Kolar share probably. Yeah, Ferguson, likely, Kolar. That is like the most, or likely Ferguson, Kolar. That's like the most controversial tight end room you've ever seen in your life. And I like it. And I'll just take another running back at the end because receivers are great. Got Olave getting the end of the 4th round is a nice bonus there. Two tight ends in a running back. Yeah. Let's go Ferguson. So yeah, Achane, Monungai, C-Rod, Marshawn Lloyd, Blue, JSN, Devonta Smith, Olave, Jameson Williams, Marvin Harrison, Boston. I could definitely stop at 6 there. So this is a 3-6-6-3 probably. Yeah. Let's recap this other team and get it out of the way. Eliminator again. We got a Baker, Bryce Young, Rodgers team with JCM, a 0 RB team. Avert your eyes if you're scared. As another preface. JCM, Rashad White, Chris Rodriguez, Marshawn Lloyd, Jonah Coleman, Singleton, Kalen Black, Puka, Nico, McMillan, DJ Moore, Metcalf, Godwin, McBride, Mayer as tight ends. This is a group I want to do again, just because like this is like shooting for the moon. Like you could do McBride Bowers, but what if I got McBride Bowers, but Bowers is actually in the 20th round or the 18th round? I got to do this on BBM for sure, at least once. Got to do that, or do it on like the weekly winners or something. I got to do that. That's a must for sure. It's not a one. That's a must do. Yeah, it does seem like Njoku / Kolar right now for like leader in the clubhouse for like first team snaps, starters, because it seems very clear they're going to use more than one tight end. Do they use 3? I don't know about that, but they're definitely using more than one. And Njoku and Kolar seem like the leader in the clubhouse a lot. And Kolar could just be blocking 90% of the time he's on the field, but he probably will have some leak out touchdowns and stuff like that. And from kind of the way things are sounding, and that is interesting. First Kolar team ever. I don't feel good about it, but I have it. All right. End with this song. Last pick coming down here. It'll be a running back. I don't know who it's going to be. I think it's going to be James Conner, though. Could be Vidal. I also like Vidal a lot. So many week 7 buys that I love. The running backs like Tedder or the Vidal, the Ray Davis. There's so many week 7 buys I like. Keith Mitchell, the Washington guys, the Jag guys. A lot of interesting ones in week 7. I think I want. Singleton's like my go-to here, but I'm going to go James Conner. James Conner could be an absolute rocket ship. He's got a few places he could be going now, and of all like the potential free agent type guys, that seems like one of the guys. I mean, he's not a free agent yet, but like, yeah, I'm buying what you're selling on Connor, Christopher, and you are not the only one saying it. So that's the fun thing about this stuff too. Is like you could say something, and the more you start hearing these things echoing around, like that's when you know this team's coming. You're like, okay, now this take is going to start getting echoed and repeated, and that's fine. It's the problem is when people get overconfident in things, that things are going to always be this way, or always like this thing worked last year, so it's going to work this year. Here's what the data says about last year. This is why it's going to work this year. Like there's so much variables, so much variance in this game that we're playing best ball. Like it's not going to be the same every year, and things are going to change year to year. And if you're not aware of that, or you're not thinking about that, you'll be like one step behind almost every time, I feel like. Because I think if you're trying to always extrapolate last year and try to learn from that only, you can learn a lot from last year, especially in like side contests like Eliminator and stuff like that, weekly winners. But like there's so many variables that go into like everything. You can think of like how many quarterbacks got hurt, how many running backs got hurt last year, how many receivers got hurt last year, how many early running backs got hurt, how many early receivers got hurt. How did elite tight end do? How did elite quarterback do? Like I've talked about this ad nauseum. Just there's so many variables that change literally everything. Like a few years back, a lot of running backs got hurt and zero RB smashed. Last couple of years, no running backs get hurt really, and early running backs smash, and late running backs are mostly zeros. Not mostly, but a lot of them are zeros, and it changes everything. You know, Parker Washington breaks out of nowhere. You get Michael Wilson going crazy at the end of the year. Just so many things. And sometimes it just comes down to the players you picked. Did you pick 15% of this player? Or did you pick 2% of the player? There's your advance rates went down a little bit because you did 2% instead of 15. You know, did you take 20% or 5%? Your advance rates went up because you faded a guy that didn't do good. You know, it's just so many things. Anyways, that was a lot of fun. The last team we did is a Dak, Jared Goff, Tyler Shuck with Achan, Manungai, Chris Rodriguez, Marshawn Lloyd, Jaden Blue, James Conner, JSN, Devonta Smith, Olave, Jameson Williams, Marvin Harrison, Denzel Boston. And then at tight ends, we have likely Ferguson and probably my first share in BBM or in any underdog of Charlie Kolar. First one, is it going to be the last? Probably not. I think I'm starting to want a little cozy blanket of Kolar, I think, at this point. And I have some eliminators going, so I think he's actually, with like what I expect him to do is like just be like a floor kind of guy. He could have ceiling. He could. Well, what I expect him to be is more of a floor guy, and I think what people are projecting him to be. Play a lot of snaps, get some touchdowns here and there, get some catches here and there. Makes a lot of sense for eliminator. Late round, like last round pick eliminator. If he's the starter, like he's like just the pass catching starter for whatever reason they decide to do that and not use Gadsden in that role, just because they love his blocking, could be pretty crazy. Because he can definitely catch the ball. Yeah. Yep. Hey, that's what it's all about, man. Hey, you made the freaking finals and you still are learning, you know. Just so much to learn no matter what. Whether you had a successful year or not successful year, a lot to learn. That's what I'm learning. Like, it doesn't matter if I do good or do bad. I know there's something to learn. And I think as long as you're willing to learn, as long as you're not overly confident in everything, you can be confident if you want, do whatever you want. But like, I think generally speaking, if you're overconfident in everything, you end up making more mistakes and not like looking at both sides of things, and that could be a leak in the game a lot of times. You're like, oh, I'm just certain that this player's a smash, so I'm going to take 55% of Lamb and take 0% Amon-Ra, 0% Jefferson, 0% JSN, 0% Chase. Like, is that really, are you really that sure? Okay, so be it. We'll see what happens, you know? So generally speaking, people are never that sure. They're just like overconfident, and that is something you as a player can take advantage of if you decide to play it differently, or you can lean into that and say, hey, I want to take 30% of this guy because I love him, or I think this 150 guy is a great opportunity, so I'm going to smash him. And that's always fun because a late round pick isn't going to kill you always, but it could be a league winner in a big way if you hit the right guy. So anyways, that was fun. Did 8 eliminators, did one, I think I went 7 out of 8. I think 7 out of 8 of those teams were fine, pretty good. Got a couple 2 quarterback teams, a couple 2 tight end teams, but ended up with a 4 quarterback disaster team that I got an auto pick on because I kind of panicked, clicked on it late, and did not find a player that made sense, and ended up getting auto Tua. Unfortunate, but anyways, it was fun. It was a good time. Happy to be able to do it. Got like less than 10 eliminators to do on fast drafts, and we'll be done with the eliminator, and we'll just be doing maybe one more big eliminator. Maybe we'll do that on stream. We'll see. But a lot of BBMs coming up on stream here at the Finding Value Fantasy YouTube channel. So hope you guys had a good time here. Enjoy the eliminator talk and my panic and the chaos of doing 3 drafts at a time. So anyways, thanks for hanging out. Everyone that was here, Christopher, first down. Who else was here? Paulino came in here for a minute. We have one more, TKL, and then of course AZ Cards. Thanks for being here, guys. That was a lot of fun. Appreciate it. And yeah, have a good rest of your night. We'll see you guys probably tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. We'll see you guys very soon. Whether that's tomorrow or the next couple of days, you guys will see. I will make sure it's posted live to be on my stream or on my channel, so you'll see when I'll be live next. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a good night, and as always, find value in everything you do. We'll see you next time. Later.